Roth. I am a recovering investment banker and entrepreneur, and I play myself on television. I also have created a product called Future File, written a New York Times bestselling book called The Entrepreneur Equation, advised businesses around the world, and have been a public company board member. So I wear a lot of hats. But the reason I'm here today is because Professor Wozniak asked me to share some advice with you, and that is an offer that I cannot refuse. So the first question is, what are the biggest challenges that I think are going to face marketing and communications experts in the future? And that has to be the pace of digital disruption. Technology is changing at such a quick pace, which means there are so many new tools and technologies and platforms that you have to get your mind wrapped around while balancing it with the marketing and communications core that doesn't change. Things like selling benefits and not features, and telling stories, and communicating with customers and building relationships. And so I think that being flexible and adaptable and continually open to learning new things while staying true to really adding value through that marketing and communications core is going to set you apart from the competition, but something that you're going to have to stay on top of every single day. The next question is, what is the most important business or career lesson that I've learned? And if I could go back in time, I would tell myself this every day, and that is to think big. It is almost as difficult, sometimes actually it is more difficult to do something that's small than it is to do something that is big. And so given the fact you only have 24 hours in a day and you want to spend some time probably watching Netflix and showering and eating and hanging out with maybe a significant other, you want to take the time that you're using in business and do the biggest thing that you possibly can, the most meaningful thing. And even if you don't get all the way to your big goals, if you set them high enough and you get just half the way there, you'll still be in a better position than if you do something that's really small. And the last question that I was asked is, how did I develop the skill of speaking so engagingly? Well, thank you very much. Actually, I am a giant nerd, and this started way back in high school. I was on the speech team. Yes, I was. Thank you very much. And I was always incredibly nervous, but I found that the more that you practice, the better that you get. And in practicing, one of the things that I've learned throughout the years is that you never want to memorize a speech. You just want to have bullet point concepts to talk around. Because if you try to memorize something and you forget the next word or the next paragraph, then you stop right in your tracks and completely paralyze yourself. But if you have different concepts that you want to talk about and you can't remember one of them, you can go to the next concept and tie it all together. So really work on having that improvisational ability to talk about concepts and add in different stories and just practice, practice, practice. And one other thing I'll add is that when you are speaking in front of a group, remember that it really is all about imparting knowledge to them and helping them. It's not about you. And so if you stop thinking about yourself and you think more about your audience, it takes so much pressure off of you that it's not really something that will make you as nervous when you reflect that energy back out into the audience. And the final thing is, what is that one word piece of advice that I would give you? And my word is create. You can spend your time creating, consuming, destructing, or doing nothing at all. And the more time that you spend creating versus doing all of those other things, the richer your life will be. Thanks so much for having me.